The video starts.
We're live. Okay. What are we going to draw today? I'm here with special guest Wolfie. Again.
So, I already know what for him to draw.
What am I going to draw?
Space shuttle.
I usually don't take requests, you know. But I guess since this is kind of a weird week, I'll do it today. Space shuttle. I'm going to Google this first.
Always.
You know what? I think I'm going to sort of harken back to this image I did of the shuttle in orbit. We're using a big chunk of our very limited internet right now, so I always do it vertical, and I'm OCD about this, so it's going to stay vertical. Right now, I'm just Googling images because I like to work from a reference whenever I'm doing something that's a bit more concrete. Let's take a look at, that's a nice one. Okay, here it comes. Nope, that's a terrible image. I don't want that one. That's the one I want. All right, you guys can't see this, but it's off screen. I like a good image of the shuttle with its payload bay open, because that's when the shuttle really comes to life, is when it's in use. So let's do a nice long payload. Mrs. Z, you're such a nerd. It's true.
But he makes good drawings.
Sometimes.
I don't like your drawings.
You don't not like them?
No. Yeah, I don't not like them.
Well, thank you. That's a very high esteemed compliment.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say, actually.
What's kind of hard to say?
Like, saying, like, I don't,
You don't not like them?
Yeah, it's kind of like, it doesn't really make sense when it actually makes sense.
Why is that?
Because it sounds weird when it's actually when it actually makes sense.
Uh-huh. Because it's what? What kind of thing is that to say?
Like,
Yeah.
Somebody's coming, so I'm gonna...
Let's see who it is.
Okay, I guess nobody's coming. Maybe somebody's coming. Oh no. Hard to tell. Let's focus.
I'll put a bunch of stuff in the payload bay. Look how it's secured in there. Did you ever notice that the space shuttle has little moon windows?
Yes, I have. Because the space station, the space shuttle I have downstairs.
Oh.
That's how I know.
You just want to be on camera, don't you?
Yes. Very much.
So do you know how many decks the space shuttle has?
1, 2, I think.
2 decks, right? The flight deck
Yep.
and I think it's called the crew deck or the command deck. Or the orbit deck or something like that. And so there's like a little floor here in between the top and the bottom, and that little window goes to the bottom. Scooch, thank you. My pen's bumping into you. So we have to give it all of its lovely engines. Sleepy times over here. We've been doing homework all day.
Yep. I noticed you forgot something in one of the windows. You forgot the middle window.
I didn't, but there isn't.
Well, look at the thing. See how there's a middle window?
No.
Oh, look,
it's not. It's a panel.
Well, I didn't see them. Oh.
I know, but I did. Luckily for you. Luckily for us. Okay. Now, what I like to do whenever I do a kind of a scientific, technical looking piece of machinery, I like to always have a bit of fun with it. And make sure that I'm also drawing something like, let's do, oh, I know. I know exactly what we'll do. Usually you would have astronauts going in and taking stuff out and putting it into position, but we are going to have diver.
Diver, Dad.
What's a diver?
Uh-huh.
A diver is a person who is diving, who is going underwater in order to do something there. So we have one diver who is diving. And let's have another diver.
No, guys, it's actually kind of funny because there are some astronauts who kind of pretend like water is space because they kind of go down there, but instead of using like something to go in there, like something that looks like a rocket or like a space shuttle, they use like a submarine or like a boat.
They practice underwater, right?
Yeah, like they practice underwater.
It's true. They practice in a giant tank. So you actually will sometimes see divers in a big tank of water. Inside the big tank of water is a model, like a replica of the International Space Station.
Or like a space shuttle or rocket.
Mm-hmm. Let's make sure that we're doing their bubbles coming up. And these divers are probably a little bit too big in comparison to the size of the space shuttle, but that's okay. It's just pretend.
Maybe they just have really long legs. That's all.
Maybe. Let's see. I know. What we'll do is we'll put another guy down here, and we'll make sure that he is the right size, so that maybe it'll tell us that actually these guys are closer to us. That's why they look bigger. Now let's some fun. Part of what I do with these drawings is sort of like photo collage.
How about you put him on the bottom so then you could fit him?
Well, I'm going to fit him right over here. All right. Got a great white shark there. Let's do more sharks.
There he goes, making it possible, I think. Yeah, making it possible to draw those sharks.
This one I'm doing from imagination.
So imaginary about it.
Well, I didn't look at a reference image. I just kind of drew it. I'm not really crazy about this drawing, actually. It's not going the way I wanted. That's okay. They're not all winners.
Not everything.
Next week, I'm probably not going to have time to do these live anymore.
Why not?
Well, because we're back to our regular school schedule next week.
Yeah. That's what I'm scheduled for.
One nice thing about these drawings is they have absolutely nothing to do with the pandemic when I don't want them to. So it's a nice kind of way to take our minds off of it.
Hoot-hee-tat-tat, hoot-hee-tit. What? Sorry.
Okay, I think I'm going to call that a day. Thanks for watching.
Yep. Bye.